baliktad. Hi, mega love shout out, Dark Side. Excited. Together again. Ay. Diba ang aga? Early, baby. What's that? Shopping again. Hey, sorry, what the weather in Canada?
Sorry, there's nothing to repeat.
Visit ka, Siri. What? Hi, Nida. Mega love shoutouts. Mega love shoutout. Wait lang. Saan na yun? Ano? Let me call you, come check PayPal. What? I'm not I'm not stealing the cake, okay? Ay, my goodness. The cake is sweet in the house. Oh yes, always sweet here, mga cake. Sweet like a honey. I want limo. Yeah, I do unibrow mga cake, so attack for the Simp. I'm doing attack for internet monster. Attract for internet monster. Come on, guys. Super Simp to honey ko. Come on. Super Simp to honey ko. Check PayPal, Jo. The cake is waiting. My goodness. You know what, Manok 8? The number one fan of my unibro is Internet Monster. The number one fan. Ganda. Magnet. Magnet for Simp Universe. No, magnet for Internet Monster, Manok 8. I touch you. Yeah, Internet Monster, good supporter. You know what, Manok? Video for na going. Okay. We're going outside. You're going outside. Can I come? Yuck. Better I'm singing Manok 8 to get a super Simp. I wish you were here. Yeah, I wish I'm there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. Come on, super Simp.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Yellow, what's yellow? Red, orange, and yellow. What yellow? Yellow leaves. Huh? I don't get it. What yellow leaves? at you. Because winter. Ay, nako. Changing the name stress. Ay, nako. Yeah, because winter is coming, yeah. Simping to lips. Oh my God. Sorry naman, I don't get it. Fire, oh, oh. Okay. Yeah, come up on my panel. Try na natin. Joe, make up it. What definition of simping? Honey ko, saan bansa ka ngayon? Saudi. Saudi Arabia. Definition of simp is if you how to explain. If you send a super chat, Joe and Jassy, that a simping. Saudi Arabia. Wait, I read the definition. Oh, wait. Hey Siri, what the definition of simp? Uy. Wala. Hey Siri, what's the definition of simp?
Simp is an informal term. It means a silly or foolish person.
Joe and Jassy, a silly or foolish person. The definition of simping. Man of 8 is simping. Man of 8 is ako. No? Sa apa ko. Province. No, man of 8, coffee. Coffee is simping, no? I thought Simp was a kind of fish. No! Silly person. Silly person. Some women fresh in self-benefits. Yeah, simple if they know you have a big wallet mo lang. If the girl knows you have a big wallet, that means simple. Walang hagdan. Uy, meron? Wala pa? Meron kaya? Wait lang nga. Anong walang hagdan? Meron. Kasi yung hagdan ko. Ano? Bakit wala? Wait lang ah. I put the hagdan. Wait. Bakit nawala yung hagdan ko? Oo, ana obram.
Ako
Ana obram ngay bakit?
aginaw.
Day off niya. Day off niya. Uy, bakla. Ano magandang laptop bakla?
Ha?
Ano magandang laptop?
Laptop ko gamit ko. Ay, hindi ko alam. Pero mo kay Manong eh.
Hindi rin niya alam.
Layoff ko, ano ba yan?
Maganda camera yung laptop mo bakla. Ano yan?
Siyempre, maganda ako.
Tangina. Ano pangalan niyan?
Ewan, tawag nito.
Ay, balot siya. May kalam siya.
Lenovo, Lenovo.
Ilang ano niyan? Tawag doon? Sa camera ba? Ilang ba sa camera niyo?
Bakla, hindi ko alam. Madalang na ako madalang na ako.
Uy, si Jeff bumili ng MacBook Air bakla.
Sana all.
Maganda yung camera niya, bakla. I like it. I want to buy. I want to buy it. Buy it. Hinanap ko yung ng camera ba? I think no man of 8, not new place. No.
Luluto nga ako. Nagtaba ako na.
Ha?
Nagtaba ako na. Baba ako.
Ang taba mo na? Hindi maganda. Kaya ito from start. Star Trek. Uy, ito ba? John Baker at Jack for the Simp Diet. O, see? Number 1, Simp. Oh, man at 8. Thank you for the super chat, John Baker.
How are you, John Baker?
John Baker sent $2. Oh,
Yo.
ha? Ang layo mo, nagsasalita ka, di ka marinig.
Ayun na si Jo!
Ay nako, digbigos. O, akyat ka na, Jo. Nanap ko ni Bella. Ay, nako. Ah?
Busy si Dark Knight, hindi ko na nakikita.
Na? Andito di kagabi? Andyan sa chat kagabi? Nanap ka niya kagabi, uy. Saan ka daw? I just see
Sabihin mo, may asawa na ako, na ako hanapin. Sabihin mo, mag-asawa siya ng Thailander.
Ay, nako. Ang laki ng ginastos niya sa Thailand, oy. Pagta-Thailand niya.
Good for him.
I cook beef with, okay. Maganda camera yung laptop mo, bakla.
Nga maganda ako.
Camera ng laptop mo, maganda. Ano ba? Maliwanag siya. Malinaw. Camera niya. Wow, what size shirt Bella is wearing daw? What size? Large. XL.
Ano? T-shirt? T-shirt ako. Ba't ako napakalaki?
Pinalaki kita.
Kaya yung itsura ko.
What's your bigger?
Ang katulong eh.
Sige, kunin mo ang katulong.
Ang katulong.
Remix man siya. Ewan ko kung copyright to. Remix man to.
Taba ako na, oo. Ay!
Pag remix pa, remix. Wow, dami.
Magsasalad ako. Ano ba? Itsura ko. Nakain ka hindi bakla?
Pali ko ka man.
Ito ako. I'm gonna make beef salad.
Ano yan? Kimchi?
Yes.
Paano magawa yan, bakla?
Binili ko lang.
Ah.
Yes, I live in the country now. The farmhouse. Ano kailangan ko? Hi, Joe. How's Georgia?
Ting stream waiting for the simple mana po.
Nagawa tayo ng beef salad.
Wow.
Serve lang po.
Manok ay kabiting piatos. Hoy, bakla, add mo daw si Jo.
Ha?
Add mo si Jo.
Saan? Saan?
Add mo sa Facebook.
Joe Boras. Anong business?
Monkey business daw. Monkey business. Monkey business, manok ay. Hi, Philip.
Anong business yung bakla?
Monkey business, LOL. Ha? Matchmaking. Yeah, Sunday morning here. Sunday morning here, just waiting for the Simp for honeycomb. Bakla, ilang gigabyte yung laptop mo?
Bakla, di ko alam.
Ay, naku, nag-laptop ka pa, di mo alam.
Matagal na. Oh, di nag-vacuum seal na. Ready for the freezer.
Yeah, I know, John Baker, you changed your name again. Did I win the lotto last night? How much you win, Manaki? Ramos. Come on, Manaki, share the cake. Joke.
Nasaan na si Yolanda?
Hmm?
Nasaan si Jo?
Di ba music lang ako ngayon? Music at saka chismis. Oh. Yan ang background. Yeah, share the cake. Since sharing. Come on, guys. Why if someone send you a super chat that as him? Huh? That as him, Philip Janet.
Hoy! I am getting ready for a walk.
Cheers. Cheers.
Here.
Cheers.
yan? Ilagay ko lang yung damit sa dryer.
Sige. Mega love shoutout, CW Mas. Hey Siri, why do men sin?
Okay, I found this on the web for why do men simp. Check it out.
Come on, Step Traveler. Mega love shoutout.
Oy!
Step her to Simp. Yeah.
Where did you go?
Ay, nakajela kayo mo, bakla.
Nasa work of ating lakay. Nagtatrabaho sa field. Manalon. Oh. Kita man.
Hi, Jo.
Kanta manin.
Kakanta si Jo.
Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Last night I did a song and you couldn't hear it. So can you hear it? Got aboard a westbound 747. Didn't think before decided what to do. All the talk of opportunities, TV breaks and movies rang true, sure rang true. Seems it never rains in Southern California. Seems I've often heard that kind of talk before. It never rains in California. Girl, don't let warn ya. I'm under love, I'm under threat. I wanna go home. It never rains in California. Girl, I warn ya, it pours, man, it pours. Will you tell the folks back home I nearly made it? That offers don't know which ones to take. Please don't tell them how you found me. Don't tell them how you found me. Give me a break. Give me a break. Seems it never rains in Southern California. Seems I've often heard that kind of talk before. It never rains in California. Girl, I warn ya, it pours, man, it pours.
Come on, Step. Come up, Step. Love it, Mr. Hi, Joe. How's Jassy?
She's good. Hurricane Jassy, she'll be hitting landfall here about 8 o'clock. So is Joe Philcam going to come up and do a song?
No, she's going to park.
Did you know that song that I just did?
Mm.
You didn't know that one?
Only I know country song.
Actually, it's a soft rock song from back in the 70s.
Country song, I know. I know.
Steak is being marinated for tonight for supper.
It looked like I thought that was a bag of marijuana.
Well, you can if you want to.
What the heck's Philip doing up at 4 in the morning? Well, it's 5 in the morning now. Is he just waking up or has he been up all night partying?
Maybe partying in Vietnam all night. Forty.
So where's Bella at now? That don't
North
look like
Dakota.
where?
North Dakota.
Yeah, but that's not her regular spot.
Mm-hmm. I shit.
I thought she might have moved or something.
I live in the country now.
What'd you say?
I live in the country.
Oh, you live out in the sticks.
Yeah.
Stick. So you are still about Simp, right? What the Simp? Bella Country Girl, yes, man.
Yes.
I think a simp is a guy who caters to a woman on the internet by showing her a lot of attention and like sharing her live streams and her videos and sending her money and all this kind of stuff. And it's usually a guy who's, 25, 30 years old that still lives with his mom and he don't really know how to interact with somebody, a woman. He don't know how to interact with a woman in person, that it's all over the internet. The interaction is all internet stuff. That's what I think. But I hear that term a lot.
Yeah, too many terms. What the same?
Yeah, I guess it's kind of a bad. It's kind of a bad word, really, if you call somebody a simp.
Yeah, if someone send me a super chat, that's a sim.
Let me Google it.
Sim.
It's an internet term. There's a lot of new words that
Yeah, a lot of definition with the sim. Where you go, Bella?
I'm going outside.
Cigarettes.
Yeah.
it says a person who does way too much for a person they like.
Mhm.
A man who puts hoes before his bros. A guy that is overly desperate for women.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Then they give more. They send money, money, money.
You know, way back when I met Jassy on the internet, she
Mhm.
never asked me one time for any money. And you know, I was on a website when I met her called Filipino Cupid, and you know, there's all kind of scammers there and stuff. And I sent a girl $50 one time because she needed rice to feed her kids, right? And after I did it, um, that was mean, Philip. But after I did it, I got to thinking, you know, this girl's on the internet. She's got a computer. You know, why does she need rice? She has to put her priorities. You know, I learned the hard way on that one.
You believe, Joe? Some of girls on internet doing video to the private part and sent to the guy for
Yeah,
for money. Do you believe that?
Jessie never asked me for any money. We just when I went to she was OFW in Singapore, and when I decided I wanted to go meet her, you know, she wanted me to go to Singapore, and I said, heck no, man. I says, Singapore is the most expensive country in the world. I says,
Mhm.
I want to know I want to know where you're from. I want to see what school you went to as a little girl, what church you went to. I want to know, you know, your town you're from and or the city that you're from, and you know, I want to meet your family and all that. And so we decided to meet in the Philippines. So she left Singapore and I left here, and we met in the Philippines. And I didn't know this at the time that in order to get a K1 visa, you have to meet in her country.
Yeah, how many months your boyfriend and girlfriend LDR?
How many what?
How many months or how many years you
We
two
talked on the
LDR?
internet for about a year, and just back and forth, small talk, and all that stuff. And so we went there in October. We met in October 2015, and then by April, 6 months later, she was here. And and
Oh,
then and then we got married, and she had to get her green card, and that took 6 months. And then um, the green card is only good for 2 years, and then you have to go back and get a 10-year green card to prove that you're still married and it wasn't a scam. And
mhm.
that took 6 months after the 2 years, and then right after that we applied for her citizenship, and she just got her citizenship in April, and then she got her U.S. passport.
Like I'm not stupid to send you money. Oh my goodness.
And then right now she's working on her dual citizenship. So the only thing about that is we have to travel all the way to Washington, D.C. And the web surfer, yeah, I was in the Philippines in October 2015. Yeah, that's
Joe asking if you've been in the Philippines.
yeah, October 2015 I was there. 3 weeks I spent there. And I was there in 1981 too when I was a U.S. Marine. I was on a ship and we went to Subic Bay, and but we didn't really do too much.
Hello, Brett will buy your video, Philip. Yes, send to.
Hanging with the chef.
Hi, chef. Hanging with the chef. Hello.
Look at Bella's view there from the country.
Yeah.
And in just a little while, that will all be snow. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Malamig!
Same here. Malamig na dito. Joe gonna marry youngest Filipino I get along with the military and civilian and so on. After I'm dead. Oh. Do we need to thank you for the service? Just asking. Yeah, thank you for the service. Come on, come up.
I didn't really do too much when I was in the Marines. I spent 8 years in it. And then I was out of the military for 12 years. And then I joined the Coast Guard Reserve. And I used to have to travel to Florida once a month on the weekend to do my training, and then 2 weeks in the summertime. But during that thing, I got recalled to active duty on 9/11. And then right then it reminded me all the reasons why I got out of the military. Yeah. Yeah, Bella's pretty tough though. She could probably do her own snow removal. Or know someone who will do it for her. Or know someone. I just heard an echo.
Yeah, from my phone.
Oh, sorry. Usually in a place like that, they don't really shovel too much snow. Maybe your porch and some steps or something like that. But they have snow plows and snow blowers that people have to clear their driveway and clean up their yard. I lived in Michigan when I grew up in Michigan, and I remember as a little kid, like 12 years old, I used to go around and shovel snow to make money.
Yeah, in Georgia, Joe, it is snowing there in Georgia.
It snows way up north in the mountains, but not where I'm at. I'm really close to Florida.
Mm.
In fact, we even got monkeys here. They moved here from Florida. They're along the river that goes through town. Got killer bees and monkeys, palm trees, sugar cane, bamboo.
Mm-hmm.
Philip said he's going to go take a smoke.
Smoke.
Smoke on the water.
Smoke. Smoke. Oh my God, John Baker, why you delete your comment, huh? John Baker, why you delete your comment? Bella on the phone, busy.
Philip, Fort Gordon, that's, isn't that like north of Savannah? Around that area or south of Atlanta? No, not Atlanta, Savannah.
Yeah, maybe mga spying.
Let me
Is
Google it real quick.
Yeah, she do. You see, delete comment. Ay, naku. Hi, Sean. Mega love shout out, Sean William. Sean. That's Sean or Sean?
Yeah, Fort Gordon is south of Augusta, Georgia. Yeah, it's a couple hours away. But I got a Marine base here, Marine Corps base here that I can go to for whatever I need. Hello, Sean. Is it snowing there in Chicago yet? Just asking. You never know.
You know what? Not snowing here, but it's too much cold.
Yeah, it gets cold in the desert.
Yeah, because I'm live in the province. That's why.
Sean might not have any snow yet, but he's still got leaves. You know, when the leaves fall off the tree and you have to clean them all up. I've been doing that for all week long. I cleaned my yard the other day from leaves, and I woke up today and there's more leaves. So I'm just going to wait till they all fall off the tree.
Mhm.
Sean, you tell that Mayor Lightfoot we said duh down here in Georgia.
Always after Halloween, Christmas.
Even down here, we've been hearing her about her blunders. I wanted to take Jassy to Chicago to go to the Museum of Science and Industry. And I'm kind of scared to go there, you know, rolling in there with an out of state license plate, you know, and getting targeted by these gangsters and stuff like that. You know, I'm kind of scared to go there, tell you the truth.
Why scared of going there?
Chicago is very violent, very, very violent. Probably the most violent city in the United States.
So about Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah, I've been there and I felt really comfortable there. It was good. If you could come here, Honeyco, and if you were able to move the United States, I would recommend Las Vegas for you because there's a lot of employment opportunities there.
Is expensive, right?
No, not at all. The housing is really affordable, and there's a lot of employment opportunities. In fact, me and Jassy been talking about maybe moving out there because they built a new casino there that has a Filipino theme,
Oh.
and when we were there, it was under construction, but I guess it's completed now. We talked about the only thing, you know, we have our house here and we'd have to sell that and then we'd have to move. And that's a big pain in the butt.
I know Las Vegas is very hot.
It's hot in the summer or
Mhm.
it's hot in the daytime, but at night it gets cold and it snows there too. Yeah.
Uh, 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 uh. Bella busy. Busy. This then in the west of the South North and 20th Street.
Philip said, stay in the University District north of 22nd Street, and you are okay. Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind. Should we go up there? We flew from Atlanta to Chicago, O'Hare, and then we rented a car to drive over to Michigan. And it was in the middle of the winter. And that was the first time Jassy ever experienced the real snow and the real cold. And she was in shock, you know. We go out to our rental car and there's a foot of snow on top of it. And we have to clean it off. And then you're dealing with all those dang toll roads going through. Every time I travel nowadays, man, I get a notice in the mail that I have to pay a toll. It's not expensive, no penalties, but it's just ridiculous. I think they trick you.
I recommended to move Vietnam.
Hey, I would love to move to Vietnam or Thailand or Philippines. And when I first met Jassy, I told her that when I retire, I want to move to the Philippines. And then she gets here, and she don't want to leave.
She left USA, Joe.
Yeah, she likes it here.
It's a love.
So where did Joe Philcam go?
I think Joe going to park with bakla nung niluluto mo.
I'm gonna make Thai beef salad.
You want me to do another song?
Okay, sing. Sing, Joe.
All right, we'll give her a try.
No, I stretch my back.
Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some
Songjo. Yeah. Oh, what a know. Can you sing, Bella?
No.
Bakla, can you
Oh,
sing?
man, I didn't have my camera on.
Hmm.
What'd you ask me?
No, Bella. I want to ask. I want to ask her sing.
Kantayin ko yung ano, favorite song ng ex ko. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be.
Men say only fools rush in. I can't stop falling in love with you. I don't know that one. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Wise men say only fools rush in.
Okay.
I can't stop falling in love with you. I don't know that one. No. I have to practice on that one.
Practice that one, Joe.
I've been working on practicing a lot of Tom Petty stuff. I've been digging on it, Tom Petty and whatnot. I got another guitar in the back room that I have tuned down a full step, and then I put a capo on the first fret, and it makes it actually tune down a half a step. But Tom Petty's it's kind of hard to sing. See, he does this one. Started out on a dirty road. Started out all alone. The sun went down across the hill. Sounded up. The world got still. I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing. Learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down, hardest thing. But that's hard to sing. So I had to tune another guitar down a whole step to learn to do that.
Good job. I haven't
Nice.
played the guitar in forever.
You have a guitar, right, Bella?
Meron. Yeah, I have one.
Uh-oh. Got a Filipino with a knife there. Look out, guys.
Oh my god. Onions makes you cry.
Don't cry with the onion. Cry with the voice.
Oh my god.
Don't cry, baby.
Ayoko na sa mundo. Ayoko na sa mundo kita. Gusto ko sa mundo mo. That song made me cry. Please don't sing it again. Oh my god. Why did you make me cry?
You'll be okay. Just remain calm.
I can't.
Just remain calm and do everything the nice police officer tells you to do.
I can't take it.
Yeah.
Hala.
Go take a sip of that wine.
Good idea.
Good actress, Bella. Good actress.
Yep. Emotional.
Like an
Making drama. Napaka-drama.
We love drama, Bella. Oh my God. We love it.
They love the drama.
We love drama. Oh my God.
Well, Jack, if you can play guitar, you need to, or Philip Janek, you can play guitar, whip it out, man. Bring it up. I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Ooh. Ooh. I'll show you guys mine. Oh.
Oh.
That's what Jassy baked. She baked some carrots today and put some kind of honey on it or something, and they were pretty good. I want to go to Cebu. There's a guitar factory there, and I want to buy me a Filipino guitar. And next time I go there, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Cebu.
Jassy still works in the Japanese restaurant.
Yeah. She lives in the jungle, way up north Luzon, and speaks Ilocano and all that. And
Yeah, where does he live again?
Nueva Vizcaya.
Yeah, Ilocano. Jo Ilocano maganda, right? Proud Ilocano, Jo.
Yeah.
Proud Ilocano, Jo!
She's close to Solano.
Yeah, Solano.
Yeah.
I'm from Cagayan.
Okay. I'll Google that later. But I spent most of the time up in the mountains, and I didn't get a chance to go to, Cebu or Bohol or Palawan or anything like that. But next time we go, we plan to go next August. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do that. Make sure I get that.
Yeah, save for money. Money, money, money.
Philip said he didn't bring any guitars, only a small strap.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
A mandolin? No, they got some nice guitars over there. I bought a guitar when I went to Central America one time, and I don't have it anymore because my ex-wife got it during the divorce. She got everything in the divorce.
Crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely.
That's an old song, Patsy Cline.
I'm crazy for for trying.
I'll check it out, Philip. I'll check it out.
Crazy.
For crying, and I'm crazy for loving you.
Philip, I don't know if you were up on the roof smoking with Santa Claus, I guess, but I Googled Fort Gordon, and it is in Georgia, and it is north of me by a couple hours, and it's right outside of Augusta. But like I got a Marine Corps base here that that I can go to for what I need and whatnot. I took electric guitar over to the Philippines with me. I had to take the strings and the neck off it to get it in the suitcase, but I gave it to my brother-in-law over there. It was a Fender. Yeah.
Joke, I send the drop on the bread. Why you always put bread glass so may steam electronic? You make fun that guy, huh, Philip Janet? Always.
Plays it. Who makes what?
No, Philip Janet always talking about bread glass.
Don't make fun of him, man. He's a good kid.
They talking about bread, sending about picture, like that, blah blah blah.
It's-
Mhm.
Cheers.
Yeah, I just looked up that song, Bella,
What?
Crazy. It's got some crazy chords in it.
Yeah.
Man.
How about love me with all of your heart. That's all I want, love.
This one.
Love me with all of your heart.
I don't
Wonderful.
I love you.
know that.
This
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. Singer in a smoky room, smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night one more time. Strangers waiting, open down the boulevard, their shadows searching in the night. Street light people living just to find emotion, hiding out there in the night. Working hard to get my fill. Everybody wants a thrill. Paying anything to roll the dice just one more time. Some will win, some will lose. some are born to sing the blues. Oh, the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting, open down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Street lights, people living just to find emotion, hiding out there in the night.
Good job.
Oh, this one, Bella. Oh, I sing this one, Bella, for you.
Okay,
The
go ahead.
Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
You might
The
get an
Bluetooth
email
device
from YouTube
is
on that one.
connected successfully.
This one for Bella. Hi,
Hi.
Bella. Love me with all your heart. That's all I want. Love. Love me with all your heart. All around. Just promise me that you give me all your kisses every winter, every summer, every fall. When we are far apart, oh, when you need. Love me with all of your heart as I love. Don't give me your love for a moment or an hour. Love me always as you love me from the sun. Asi. Come on, Joe. Bread is very.
Which Joe? Joe Philcam? Come on up,
Yeah.
Joe Philcam.
Just promise me all your giving, all your kisses, every winter, every summer, every fall. When we are apart, oh, when you leave. Hi, darling. Hi, dear. Will be as I love. Hi there, Clifford. Don't give me your love for a moment or an hour. Love me always as you love me from the start. Everywhere you go. Thank you. Hi, darling. Now that's Bella.
I
Bella
was,
played.
I was trying to write a song called the Simp song.
Oh, the Simp song.
I'm in love, a little Filipina. The girl is fine. She really blew my mind. I'm in love, a little Filipina. The girl is fine and scream when she comes. Oh yeah. Somebody help me with some lyrics on that. I just made all that up. Help me with some words, a poem or something.
PE what? No permanent address.
All the leaves are brown and the sky is gray. I've been to a walk, a cold winter's day. I'd be walking safe now if I was in LA. California, California, dreaming such a winter's day. Stopped into a church now, I pass along the way. But I got down on my knees, I pretend to pray. You know the preacher likes it cold out, he thinks I would stay. California, California, dreaming of such a winter's day. Oh, the leaves are brown and the sky is gray. California, California, dreaming. California, dreaming. California, dreaming. Such a winter's day.
Happy
Brown, and the sky is gray. I've been trying to learn a knock from Freddie Aguilar.
Hello. Yeah, can you sing you know this one joke?
I don't know.
Together Again, you know Together Again by Black Owens. Buck Owens.
Buck
This
Owens
one.
together again. I don't know. Let me look it up.
Yeah, but
Together again.
sing it, Bella. This one, Joe. The long, lonely night. I know what you the kiss in your heart. You hold in your hand. We're together again. In my eyes, the love that I knew, it's living again. In my tomorrow. We're together again. That song, country song.
That's a nice song. I like that. I don't know how to play it, but I just looked up the chords and the music on it, and it's doable. I could learn it. I'll put that on my list of material to learn.
That back Owens. I see.
I remember that.
Oh my God, Bella, you just locked this one, Bella. Where's my karaoke? This one, Bella. Ay, nako.
Heidel Stresscog said something that says, I must excuse myself. Joe makes me throw up toothless. What does that mean?
I don't know. Ay, nako. ECDC. ECDC.
Yeah, I think that was the chords for AC/DC TNT with the I'm in Love with a Filipina song.
Mm-hmm. Bella, look this one, Bella. Who's that person? Oh, Thailand boy. With Thailand. Oh my God. With Thailand girls.
Sana all. Ganda.
Siya yan, di ba? Oh, siya yan. Oh, di ba?
Oo. Saan mo nakita, guys?
Huy, insen na kanyak ata.
Sana all.
Diyan naubos yung pera niya. Diyan naubos yung pera niya. Kakabar niya.
Someday mag-regret yan.
Ha?
Someday mag-regret yan.
Tapos may balak na naman siyang bumalik doon. O, di ba?
Mag-asawa na kasi. Diyos ko, inuubos ang pera doon.
Na. Gusto niya ano lang. Flirt.
Party.
Kim, party.
And then all of the sudden, later in life, they'll be like, yeah, they had fun, live the life at the moment. But you have to find someone that you can spend your life with and, do all that fun stuff together. But you can't do that for the rest of your life. But for now, hey, might as well enjoy yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's okay.
You're doing good, Bella, babe, aren't you? You're doing good.
I'm doing great. My life is good. Thank you, Lord Jesus.
Out there in North Dakota, I mean, it gets cold, but
This is the life that I choose now.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying it, and I
It's,
have a.
it's quiet, no drama.
Mhm.
You can still play your pool game.
I have a 12 acres farmhouse.
You can plant some vegetables and all that. Yeah.
Yes, I have been planting vegetables.
Hello, everybody. I'll be good today. Okay, Haniko, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you'll be good. I kick your
I'll,
butt with Janet.
I'll be good today. Okay, now. I got a little crazy yesterday, Joe.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I was flirting too much. I was flirting too much with Haniko. I got kind of crazy. Just joking, Lang, but you know.
Yeah, you got to be careful with these two, Bella and Honeyco. They're double trouble, man.
Yeah, well, when you were playing them chords singing the Simp song, that sounded like TNT from AC/DC. That's why I
Yeah,
put that
I
lyrics
think
in
that
there.
was the chords for that.
Yeah, it is. It's the chords for AC/DC, TNT. I taught my daughter. Her boyfriend used to be her name's Tasha, and her boyfriend's name was Tim. So I taught her that song.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I was really surprised because when I was in Mexico, I had to order one of those CD60s off of Amazon. And for a cheap ass guitar like that, man, they play pretty good. And if you put Diodarios on them, they actually sound good, man, and they stay in tune. And I was surprised the shit out of me. You know?
This guitar right here that I got, I bought in 1976.
Okay, well, the wood's aged, so that's gonna make it sound better. What kind of guitar?
It's an Epiphone made in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Back when Gibson and Epiphone were partners or whatever. But I worked on a farm all summer long, and I put up hay, baling hay, and I saved up $135, and I bought it. And when I was in the Marine Corps, it went all around the world with me. I went to Korea with it, Okinawa, and all around.
Yeah. But on military flights, they let you hang them up in the like where you put your dress greens and stuff. They'll put the guitars in that closet. Yeah. But on commercial flights, man, you get to where you're going and it's a bag full of toothpicks, or a case full of toothpicks.
But I came down here to Georgia, and a friend of mine down the street, I lived in base housing, and he asked me, he says, my daughter wants to play guitar, and what kind should I buy her? And I said, well, don't buy her one, because today she's interested in guitar. Next week she'll be in marching band or cheerleader or whatever. I said, just borrow this and see if she sparks an interest in it. And so I let him borrow it, and it never was returned. And like 12 years went by, and I found it here in a pawn shop.
Oh my God.
And I said, yeah. And I know it's it because there's a serial number on here that I know. And and there's some flakes of paint on the head right here. When I was a kid, I used to paint model cars and stuff, and I guess some flickers of paint hit the head of it or whatever. And I said, how much you want for that guitar? And he says, how much you give me? And I said, well, I paid $135 for it in 1976. And I says, I got that in my pocket right now. I'll give you. And I bought it back. Yeah.
I always mark my guitars with like a little secret marking someplace. Yeah. Put a little scratch on it someplace. But yeah, the grandkid, he was going to buy like $1,000 Taylor. And I go, what the hell is wrong with you, man? I said, you don't even know how to play yet. You're going to buy $1,000 Taylor, man? I go, just get this CD60. I'll order it for you on Amazon. And when he got it, he was surprised. He was surprised how good it played. He's playing the shit out of it now.
I've always wanted a Taylor, and I never could afford one, man. Those things are great.
Yeah, I mean, but if you don't even know how to play, why would you buy your first guitar be a Taylor?
For $1,000, they should play themselves, right?
Well, I told him, I says, get this cheap guitar, right? I said, I guarantee you it's going to stay in tune. It's going to make you want to play. and we switched the strings out to Diodarios, right? You put Diodarios.
Elevates
Diodarios makes the
her
best.
guitar. Play us a song, Bella.
Diodarios.
Signed by Morgan
Bella.
Wallen, the country singer.
Play it.
I don't know if it's tuned in.
There you go. Rock and roll. That's a good one.
Honeycomb, when are you gonna buy a guitar? We could go on tour.
We'll name it the Simp Band.
Yeah, the Simp Band. We'll go to the expat bars in Dumageddon and play as the Simp Band.
Sandali na lang, maaari bang pagbigyan? Aalis na nga, maaari ba? Never mind.
Well, you figure the chords nice there, Bella. You know, you gotta cut them nails though. You gotta cut them nails if you're gonna play guitar.
I cut my nails already because I was busy in the garden, so I couldn't really.
They even gotta be shorter though if you're gonna play guitar, man, to get the calluses built up.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, after you quit play, if you don't play for a while, your calluses go away. You know.
Mag-alala, hindi ko ipipilit sa'yo kahit nanginip ang isip ko'y ready sa'yo.
Can you play my favorite Filipino song?
What?
It's called Sumama Ka Sa Akin. It's a rock song. Sumama Ka Sa Akin. It's a rock
Mama
song.
sa akin, like, by who?
I don't know the band, but it's called. If you look it up on YouTube, it should be on there. Sumama Ka Sa Akin.
Bella, this is an easy song that you can learn.
By
Okay,
Shakol? Oh, sige, okay, go ahead.
this is an easy
Sumama
song.
Ka Sa Akin.
It's got E minor, C, G, and D. Okay,
Well, most songs got that, right, Joe?
yeah, it's
I know,
easy
right?
though, but it's see
Heart
if
of
you
Gold.
recognize-
Heart of Gold has the same chords. You know? Oh yeah, Zombie. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. So that's an easy one. E minor, C, G, and D. Easy.
E
Yeah,
minor,
Zombie,
C,
right?
E,
Yeah.
and
Let me walk you through it, okay?
C minor. Oh, E minor.
Yeah. It starts out in E minor. E minor,
Yeah.
C, G, D. In your head, in your
Oh, G and then
Yeah.
G and then D.
E minor, C,
C.
G, D. You'll do good at that song because you have a good voice and you'll do really good. Yep, there you go. Good job.
In
That's the
your
Cranberries.
head, in your head. Zombie, zombie, zombie. Yeah, yeah, it's in your head. Oh, shit.
There you go. There you go. That's Cranberries.
I
Bella
learned you a
Babe,
song. I learned you a
Bella
song.
Babe
Bella.
and the Cranberries.
Oh, yeah. God, I'm getting hot now. Sumama ka sa akin chords. Hold on a second.
Filipino rock song.
D, A. That's D, A. Aray ko. D. Tapos ano sunod? D, A, B minor. G. And then B. And then A. Ba yan?
Haniko, get a guitar, damn it. I gotta order me one when I get to the Philippines. They're made
Okay.
in Indonesia, those cheap Fenders.
And then I buy a guitar.
And we'll have a simp group. We'll call it the Four Simps.
C.
Come on, Philip Janek, send me $50. I buy guitar.
E minor,
The
C.
$230 for a guitar.
E minor, C, G, and D.
D, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And
start
Heart
a
of
new
Gold.
channel for. I'm gonna start a new
Heart of
channel.
Gold has the
Go ahead.
same chords, exact same chords, right?
Yeah.
Started with the E minor, boom, bump, 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 bump. Then you go D, D, E minor, or no, D, D, G, bump, 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 boom. Right. No, it's E minor. Bump, 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 D, D, E minor, ba da la da la. And then you go to what? C, D, G, right? So they're all the same.
That's my
I've
dog.
been to Hollywood. I've been to Redwood. I crossed the ocean for a heart of gold.
This is my favorite wine, you guys.
You need to try Suave Bola. Suave, when I was in Italy. That's where they make the wine.
Hollywood, I've been to Redwood. I've crossed the ocean for a heart of gold. I've been in my mind. It's such a fine line. Keep me searching for a heart of gold.
Go back to G for that part.
Searching for a heart of gold. Yeah.
Philip Janek, why don't you play guitar, Tango?
Because I'm in Vietnam and I don't have a guitar.
Go,
I gotta go be.
go
Again,
There's a
oh,
guy
yeah.
across the street from the hotel that was practicing yesterday. I got to play a little bit. I showed him a couple songs. You know, he was practicing scales,
just
and
go
I showed.
sleep.
But I'd have
Just
to
go-
steal his guitar.
Yeah, go steal one.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard enough to get. It's hard enough to get like a battery for your telephone here than to get a guitar. You know, it's crazy.
Where you are right now? Philippines?
No, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam.
Huh?
Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon, Vietnam.
Oh, Vietnam.
See the name, Philip Janik in Saigon?
Mm-hmm.
But I got one more day here, and then I fly out tomorrow morning to Thailand. And then I was going to go to Cambodia, but and make my vacation longer before I retire. But then I said, hell with it. I'll just because it's a cheap flight on the 10th of November, Cebu Pacific. It goes to Manila. So I will go on the 10th from Thailand. The 10th of November, I will leave Thailand to go to Manila.
You know that's the Marine Corps birthday, right? November 10th.
Yeah, I know.
So you will stand at attention on that day. And
Yeah,
also,
I also never let anybody work at my company on Veterans Day, man. Never let anybody work.
and
The
another
company
thing
does.
too, on November 10th, you remember the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald?
Yep.
Yep, that sunk on November 10th, 1976.
Yeah, it's a prominent date. Prominent date.
In your head, in your head, zombie,
Open the camera so I can see how you change
zombie,
the.
zombie, zombie, zombie in your head. That song's in my head.
Open the
Then you
camera
gotta
so
do
I know how to.
and the bombs, and the bombs. Right? I'm gonna sing that
And
right
their balls, and their bombs.
there. And their balls and their bombs. Bella, shame on you. You're supposed to be good. Good.
Hey, I'm always good. You know me. Holy, come on.
Oh my goods. Oh my goods. I taught Honeyco that. Oh my goods.
Oh my goods. Come on, I'm always a bad girl. I never be
That's
good.
what Ricky Drama always says. He doesn't say oh my god. He says oh my goods.
The wedge surfer said that he just got a drums for his 6-year-old son that he found at a shopping mall, and I'm sure that's going to be a lot of fun, banging on those drums.
Have you ever seen or heard a steel drum?
Yeah,
Oh my god, at work, last Thursday at work, there's a guy that came and played for the residents for the steel drum. Oh my god, it's just so like you feel like you're at the beach drinking margarita,
yeah,
the
yeah.
ocean, you can smell the ocean, the air, like just a little breeze, and under the sun, like listening to that music is just so mesmerizing. And I'm like, oh my god, I miss the beach.
Yeah,
Okay, Bella, don't ever go near White Sox Park then, because they sit out by White Sox Park and they play on plastic buckets with the sticks like steel drums, but they play on plastic buckets instead.
That's still cool though, man. I like that. They do it in Washington D.C. also.
Yeah, plastic 5-gallon drums and shit. They beat with the drumsticks.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
I posted in Joe. I posted in my community, right? If you go to my community tab and you click on it, you'll see some Blues Club videos from Chicago Roses,
Hey,
where
hey,
you see
hey.
these people play. Rosas is a blues club in Chicago. You got to click it off the community tab, though. I posted it there.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you want to see some
I guess
Chicago
I'm the
blues,
only
a
one here, guys.
lot of older black folk and dark brown folk, and you know, always a white lead guitar player, though, right? See, that's one thing about music, you know. All my friends, man, I had all kinds of friends that I was growing up. Music is the universal language, right?
I got like 4 different phases of my life. And One of them is back home up in Michigan with all the people from my hometown and I went to school with. And then I got the Marine Corps. And then I got the Coast Guard. And then I have the police department. So,
Okay, well, see, I'm the opposite. See, I was a thief. Well, first, let's see. Before 14, I was a good kid. I was breaking down truck tires at 14 with a slide hammer. I didn't have a machine. I was using a slide hammer, and then I was a lifeguard. And then I fell in with the bad crowd, and I was stealing from the railroads, and I was making a shit ton of money, man. $300 a night as a teenager, man. And then I was dealing drugs, and I was making acid. Mr. Natural, of course, was mine, you know, making acid, chemistry. And then I went into the Army. I enlisted, and that changed me there. You know, that turned me into a sex addict, basically. You know, even though I had authority of a federal marshal, I was getting, like, after I got out of the service, I was getting laid like crazy. And then I decided I'm going to pull myself up out of the crap, and I started my own company. And I had 12 taxis, and I was playing music the whole time. I always played music, you know. That was the only thing that connected all these parts together, you know. And then I retired, you know. So now I'm retired. I can do what I want to do. Never got married. Had a daughter, took care of her, but never been married.
When I was in the Marines, I married a girl from Central America, El Salvador. And she was already here in the United States working at the Bethesda Naval Hospital. And I was stationed at Quantico at the time. Make a long story short, we got married. We lived here in Georgia, and then we moved to Michigan for 2 years, and then we moved back to Georgia because it was too damn cold. We never had any kids of our own. And we were married 22 years, and we ended up adopting 2 kids. The mom was from Honduras, and the father, I think, was from Mexico. And we adopted them, legal adoption and all that stuff. And right after that happened, she divorced me.
I'll tell you what, right before I left to come here, because I've never been married, right? My pension, if I get married, I get an extra $1,000 a month. So I called the VA regional office, and I was talking to their guy. And I said, well, what if their girl got kids or something, you know?
And what, she still get it?
Good.
I get a VA pension too, or a VA disability, or what do you want to call it? But after I die, does she still get it? Do my kids get it?
Yeah, you get a survivor. I don't know about your pension, but the survivors on the other side, it's called a survivor's pension. And if you die, if they live with you, I'm going to say 5 years. It's shorter, but you got to say 5 because if not, they'll hire a tandem and have you killed, right? Okay.
Yeah.
But if they keep you alive for 5 years, then they're entitled to your not the amount that you're getting, but it's called a survivor's pension. It's about $1,000 a month, you know.
Okay.
And with the cola, it's going to keep going up because this year I think we're getting a cola of like 10%, you know.
Right.
So, and they get to collect that for the rest of their life. So the younger not just because I want a young girl, but the younger they are, the better, because then they get to screw the United States government more. They get more money from the government, you know?
Right?
Because they're going to live longer. Yeah.
You've been getting those ads on your Facebook about Camp Lejeune?
I've been getting it in my emails.
Yeah,
but see, I was in the Army though. See, I mean, the only time I ever interacted with the Marines at all, okay, was in AIT, because the military police school at the time was in Augusta, Georgia, at Fort Gordon.
At Fort McClellan, right?
No, I was before that. It was at Fort Gordon.
Okay.
Fort Gordon, Georgia. Then they moved to McClellan, Alabama after that. Now they're lost in the woods. They're at Fort Leonardwood now.
And McClellan's closed down now because of all the contamination.
Yeah, well, they moved the military police school to where I went through basic, Fort Lost in the Woods, Fort Leonardwood, Missouri.
Yeah, they just settled a multi-million-dollar lawsuit with the city of Anniston on that. I was stationed there, and that's where I went
to the place I belong, North Dakota. Juan Trivela.
Loko ka talaga.
But yeah, Joe. So basically, they used to come to our AIT, to our school. The Marines would come, and we'd be out partying and stuff, and they'd be starching their caps and stuff. I mean, it was crazy. And also Rock Army, Republic of Korea, they trained with us too. Those guys were some bad dudes, man. Rock Army. Did you ever get to work with any of them?
I went to Korea in 1983 on an exercise called Team Spirit, and we worked with the ROK there. And
Yeah, man. There's some tough dudes, man.
Yeah,
I mean, they pull their weight, man. I would not mind, having to share a foxhole with somebody from the Rock Army.
on a personal experience, I was an MP2 in the Marines, and we worked out of the ROK substation, or whatever you call it, in the city we were in. And one day, one of the ROK, not the police, but infantry or whatever, he snatched a pack of cigarettes from my hand, and they caught him and they beat the shit out of him with a coat hanger.
Oh yeah. They don't play. They don't play.
Yeah.
But yeah, my buddy, the one I used to steal with, he was about 2 years older than me. He was in the reserves, and he wasn't going to his meetings, and so we went in on the buddy plan, and we were both supposed to go to the Presidio. But then I slept through this meeting they had at Fort Gordon, where they wanted you to change your thing. So he changed to go to Fort Ord instead. I said, we go on buddy plan, and then you switch the damn station. I said, what the hell's wrong with you? So I ended up at San Francisco, and I went on baby lift. I brought all the Amerasians back from Saigon here, back to the United States. And then he was stationed at Fort Ord.
Wow. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is older than the trees, younger than mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, North Dakota, take me home. Country roads.
There you go.
That song.
To finish the story about my friend, though, see, he came back to the United States, got married to a girl that they owned like a Dairy Queen type thing. They were kind of upper class, but she nagged the shit out of him so much he re-enlisted and went back to Korea.
Uh-huh.
He was stationed in Busan. That shows you, that shows
My
you how
days of
American.
traveling, military, police work, and all that stuff are over.
Yeah, well, I always had the authority of a federal marshal. I wrote a 3-star 1805 magistrate ticket. I didn't want to, but the cooks were begging me because his dog would come and knock the trash cans over at night.
Oh man.
I didn't know that he was a World War II hero, LVB Roberts, right?
We used to write those same 1805s when I was in Quantico, and they'd have to go to Alexandria to go to court. And
Yeah, and the provost marshal told me, he says, tear this ticket up, and I said, no, I'm not going to do it. And I said, once I write it, because I was really nice to him. He was a 3-star, I was nice. I said, sir, can you please, keep your dog on a leash at night or whatever? And he started cussing me like a red-headed stepchild, and I just brought the ticket book out and started writing it. But they begged me to.
Quantico is where they go to OCS, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Marines. And I wrote a guy a ticket one time. He had a personalized tag. It said 01 USMC, right? And he ran a stop sign and wrote him a ticket. And he was the only person in the court or in the car. And we went to court and he brought a buddy of his to come in there and lie and say he was in the car also and that he come to a complete stop.
Mhm.
So,
Well, but the thing is, most military police, they just get to write them what 1408s, I think they're called. This goes to their commanding officer. Like I said, we always use the federal magistrates. Even when I was in Italy, I worked with the Carabinieri when I went to Italy. The guys with the Napoleon hats and the white stripe, the federals, like federales in Mexico. I worked with them. We did traffic accident triangulation in the whole north of Italy. So if you were from the United States and you had an accident there, we had to go and investigate it.
yeah.
Anywhere. It would have been, Brescia, Milan, wherever. We had the whole north of Italy to take care of. There was like six of us, and a whole company of airborne, the 509th Airborne was there.
Well, I went to MPI school in Fort McClellan and also CID school. And,
Oh, okay.
And
So use the big shots. Use the big shots. They used to clean up the scraps off of the rocks below the Golden Gate Bridge, right?
no, they were offering me polygraph school and in Hawaii to re-enlist another term, and I said, "Screw you! I'm done with this."
Well, they did the same thing to me in Italy. They wanted me to re-enlist, but they said I had to go back to Fort Dix, New Jersey, and be a correctional officer, and I said, "No way, I'm not going to be a correctional officer."
That reminds me, I told you I joined the Coast Guard Reserve, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they sent me up to Fort Dix to do like a simulated deployment. You get there, they issue you all your equipment, and next day you're out in the field and you're setting up your hooch and all that and whatnot. And I remember we were on an exercise on a convoy where you were going down the road in a convoy and all of a sudden you're attacked, right? And what are those big trucks called?
Deuces.
Deuce and a half, yeah.
Yeah,
And
deuce and a half.
we got attacked, and there's a certain plan you have to do, go out and set a perimeter and all that stuff. And I slid down the tailgate, and some Air Force guy come up to me, and he says, "You need to be a little bit more motivated when you get out of that car or out of that truck." And I said to him, I said, "Look," I said, "I was a Marine Corps sergeant when you were fucking in diapers." And
You know what? I wished I would have joined the Air Force, man. They had it friggin' made, man. 24-hour mess halls.
yeah,
You
me
could
too,
check out,
me too.
because when I was leaving Italy, I went out of Aviano. And when I was there, I was only there for like a day and a half. But man, the 24-hour mess hall, and then you could go like 2 o'clock in the morning and check out a Stratocaster and get in a soundproof booth with an amp.
I think Bella's playing zombie. Turn your mic on. She's practicing it. Yeah.
She's got to try the wine that I used to get for 10 cents a glass when I was in Verona. It's called Suave Bola.
I'm practicing.
It's good
That's
wine.
good.
That's what
Good.
It's good wine.
When I was in Korea, we were in the field, and they sent me into Daegu City to escort the pay team back to our base camp. And
Where's your base camp?
it was in I can't remember the damn name of it. It was a Marine base. It was all tents.
Is it in Seoul?
No,
As I
so
stayed in Korea.
it was like south and east.
There's a big army base there in Busan.
Yongsan?
Busan. That was it. Busan.
Where?
Busan.
In Busan? Oh.
Yeah. Well, I had to go to Daegu and escort this pay team that was supposed to be delivering cash so the Marines could get paid and all that stuff. And the pay team didn't show up because it was there was a high alert of some sort. And anyways, I ended up spending the night there, and I was hungry, and I went to we call it chow hall in the Marine Corps, but they call it dining facility in the Air Force. And,
Dining facility, yeah.
And I went over there, and they had like rotating dessert displays. with apple pie, blueberry, and all this different dessert and stuff.
Oh man, they had it made, man. I'm telling
And
you,
I was
Air
like-
Force had it made.
And I was like, can enlisted people eat here?
I'll tell you what, you watch that movie Presidio with Sean Connery and Mark Harmon, Meg
Right.
Ryan.
Right.
That's where I was stationed at, and that movie is pretty technically accurate with the patches and everything, man, you know, because there was there was a 163rd was the garrison, and I was in the 504th, which was a whole battalion, you know, that they served in Vietnam before I got there. The unit got wiped out twice in Vietnam.
If I would have joined the Air Force back when I joined the Marines, I'd still be in the Air Force if I could. And
Oh hell yeah! I would have did 30 years. Right? Well, when I first enlisted, you know, I was surprised because of my scores. They told me you could be whatever you want to be, and I was a criminal, so I picked military police. You know, and they let me be. I was surprised they let me be military police, but I was in basic for like less than 4 days, I think it was, and they called me to the commanding officer's office, and I said, "Whoa, what the hell did I do now?" You know, right? I get in there and he goes, "You think you might want to do 7 years?" I go, "I don't know if I want to do 2 weeks now." I said, getting my hair pulled out with tweezers at a survival, escape, and evasion, you know. I said, "I don't know." I said, "I don't know what I want to do, man." He goes, "Well, you got 24 hours to make up your mind." He said, "If you want to go to OCS, we'll send you to OCS. You automatically become E5. He said, "But you got to guarantee us 7 years." He said, "When you come out of OCS, you go back to basic as an E5. And you're automatically, as soon as you graduate, you're automatically a second Louis." And I said, "I got to think about this." And I screwed up. I should have did that, man. I should have did it.
well, when I spent 8 years in the Marines, and I got out, and I worked at the police department for a couple of years. So I went and contacted the Air Force recruiter, and I said, "Hey, I want to join the Air Force." And he was like, "No way, you can't." And but then a couple of years after that, a guy that I was stationed with here in Georgia, he did he did like his four years enlistment right here in Georgia, and then he got out and went to the Air Force recruiter, and they recruited him, and he stayed in the Air Force for 30 years and retired as an E9.
Oh yeah, man. Shit, I'd be making way more bucks than I'm making now.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm getting a pension at all is because I volunteered for that Operation Baby Lift. If I didn't volunteer for that, I wouldn't have a military pension. I'd be living off of freaking cheesy ass Social Security, you know. So
Okay. Hey, Bella, come in over. Do your song. Do your song. We want to hear your song.
Hurts.
Your fingers hurt?
Yeah. I don't play guitar a lot.
I already know. I already know the Simp song. You want to know what the Simp song is? It's called Mellow Yellow. Mellow Yellow. You know that song, Joe? By Donovan.
Call it Mellow Yellow. Yeah.
Yeah. He goes, "I'm just mad about Saffron, and Saffron's mad about me. I'm just mad about Saffron, and Saffron's mad about me. They call me Mellow Yellow." That's right, Slip. And then the second verse goes, "Electrical banana is gonna be the newest craze. Electrical banana is gonna be the very next phase." Right, so that's the Simp song right there. Electrical banana.
Ay, ako pinit ito kaya banana. You sing about banana.
It's in a song. Taniko, that's a real song. It's called Mellow Yellow, man. It starts in D, Joe. You go D, 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 and then it goes A to G. That's basically what it is. You run up to G, and then you go back to D. It's simple, man. 3 chords. He made how many millions off of that song? That one and Hurdy Gurdy Man.
D.
G, A. I like playing that tune by Tom Petty. You did that one earlier there, Joe. I like playing that Tom Petty song about Indiana, you know, Mary Jane's Last Dance. You gotta slide into the A and then hammer on the E string with your you slide your hammer in with your not your what is that? Your ring finger. Use your ring finger to hammer on the D. Right.
Someone is about to come and combine the soybeans in the yard.
Oh, are you a vegetarian, Bella? Bella, are you a vegetarian?
No?
Yes.
No.
Okay. What
No,
can you
no,
put
no,
soybeans?
no way. Really, Janet, no way. I'm living without you.
Oh, I'm swooning. She's making me swoon. Ooh.
2 eyes, 1 eyes only.
Like this, the Batman, right? Batman, like from Pulp Fiction when he's dancing, he's going like this. John Travolta.
Darling, there's no way. No, 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 no way. I'm living without you.
Damn it, it's daylight.
You're the best man I've ever had.
1 more hour, I get buffet breakfast now.
What time is it there?
It's 5:53 a.m.
5:53.
Well, it was the last Saturday that I'm going to be here, so I went down to Bolivian just to look at the stupid guys spending all their money and swooning over the hookers and stuff. So I didn't do that. I sat there drinking iced coffee, just watching them act stupid, you know. See, I guess when you've done it before, you don't have to do it again. You know what I mean? You don't have to be stupid again and chase women like that, you know. I'm talking about, like, I talked in the chat the other day. I go, why would you want to go out with a woman that's working, a working girl that's maybe had 25 guys before you, and then you want to be with her? No.
I got a question for Bella Babe.
What?
I was at your channel the other day and looking at some of your videos, and several years ago you were somewhere on a riding lawnmower cutting grass.
Oh, that was in North Carolina with my ex.
Oh, okay. 'Cause the grass looked familiar. I thought it might have been Georgia grass.
I love it when people say X with my ex. You know what, Joe? I never was stupid enough to sign that contract, man. I've lived with a woman for 16 years and had a daughter, and she had a stepdaughter that she didn't tell me about. I dated her for 6 months before I found out that she had a kid. You know, after she got me hooked, you know, after she got me hooked.
We were married 22 years, never had any kids of our own. We adopted 2. Then she divorced me, and I had to pay her $1,200 a month. You're like,
Yeah, you got to give them half your shit. You know, see, but in Indiana common law, you have to stay together. Back then, when I was with her, you had to be together for 3 years constantly without separation. So I made sure that I separated, you know.
the only good thing about Georgia, there's no alimony law. So some states, they have alimony and child support. I just got child support. I still.
Well, I put my foot in her butt and told her I pushed her out the door. I said, "There's the door. Don't let the door hit you in the ass as you're leaving." Because what it was, she wasn't cheating on me. She was just getting so drunk that the kids weren't getting off to school and stuff. And plus, she's hitting me up every day for $100 to play bingo, man. $100 a day. Because she had to go to 2 sessions, one in the afternoon, one at night, you know. And she just didn't need the bingo setup. She needed to play the pull tabs and all that shit. And if she did win, she'd never tell me about it. She just banked the money away to spend on booze and bingo, you know. And I said, hell with this. I'm done.
Where are you from? Philip Jenner.
I was born in Indiana. I lived in Indiana. Then I went to California twice, once in the military and then once on my own. She followed me out there. When I left, she followed me out there. That's where I did the court papers to make sure she couldn't take off with my child because she had her own child too, right? So I went and
What?
did on my own. I went to court. I went to court. I went to court to swear that my daughter was my daughter. You know, so so we're legally she's my daughter, right? But yeah, she was a Russian, German, Alabama girl. You know.
Oh, my ex is a German.
She never cheated on me. I'll tell you what, she never cheated on me. But since she lied to me from the beginning when we met, I cheated on her a million times. I'll be honest. I was a dog. I was a
Why would you do that?
dog.
Why would you cheat? All right, hold on. Can I stop you on there? Why would you? Why don't you cheat on someone? Why don't you just stop the relationship before you cheat? Because that's just so wrong.
Because I couldn't leave my child with her because she was a drunk. I had to make sure my daughter was raised correctly. So I would
Right,
just go out.
but why you do what? But why you do that person that you fuck and have a child with? You did her wrong. You cheated on her too many times. Why don't you just stop the relationship for the sake of your children?
Okay, the reason was I don't get mad, I get even. Okay, she was drinking and spending money like crazy and acting stupid, and she wasn't giving me what I needed, so I went and got it elsewhere. Okay, I didn't
Yeah.
want to. I didn't want to leave my daughter to be raised by her. You know, I wanted to raise my daughter. You know?
I got that.
So.
Okay. She can't.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Can I get nasty one time, Honeyco? One time only. I'll only say one thing nasty. Okay. You show me a woman that gives her man a BJ whenever he wants it, and I'll show you a man that doesn't cheat.
Are you asking me?
No, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Okay. You show me a man that gets a BJ from his girl every time he wants it, and I'll show you a man that doesn't cheat.
Oh. Okay.
Not, oh baby, I got a headache, or oh baby, I'm going to bingo, forget it. You know, kind of. She gives him what he wants when he wants it, and I'll show you a guy that doesn't cheat. Okay.
I saw a post one time that said, a woman says, where are all the good guys at? No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
Well, I mean, it's a true story, though, Joe. I mean, that's the truth. You show me a woman that gives a man what he wants when he wants it, and I'll show you a guy that won't go out and cheat. You know?
So you're trying to say that if it's not going to give you a BJ whenever you want it, you have to go and find somebody else to give you that.
Yeah, you don't have to go out. You know, like, okay, I'll tell you what. When I was in Italy, that was the best girlfriend I ever had. When I left Italy, I cried. I mean, that woman treated me like a king. Even if I was wrong, I was right. Okay, I could come in stinking, filthy, falling down drunk, and I'd be right. You know what I mean? She treated me so good, Bella. I didn't want to cheat on her. I would feel guilty.
Oh, I'm
You
sorry.
know, you could put Cindy Crawford could come into the room and say, "Philip, do me," and I'd say, "No, I have a girlfriend. Leave me alone." Right? That's how good she treated me. You know?
Well,
So if you treat your man good, I'll show you a man that don't cheat.
yeah, but sex isn't the only thing about a relationship.
No, it isn't. You're right. You're right.
It's a part of it, but not all of it.
And they have to get along with you too. Like, okay, she was totally into spending money, like stupid spending, like on bingo and stuff, and just buying stupid shit. And me, I'm a minimalist. I don't need a 60-inch TV screen, you know. Plus, she lied for me to the beginning, Joe. She had a child from another guy, okay, that I didn't know about, okay. And then I babysitted this kid with her thinking it was her sister's kid. She pawned it off as her sister's kid, and you know what? I raised that girl too. She's in Alabama right now. I raised her just like my own daughter. Okay, and she actually tricked me into having a kid. Everybody goes, "Oh, it takes two to tango." No, it doesn't. She knew I didn't want any kids, right? Okay, that's why she didn't tell me about her kid, because I was a musician, right? And so what she did is when we broke up, we had an argument. We broke up. She stopped taking the birth control pills and didn't tell me about it because she wanted to put the hook in me, right? And she knew that if she got pregnant, that I would not leave, right? And she was correct. I didn't leave. You know, I stayed and raised my daughter and her daughter. And after I kicked her out, I still raised my daughter and her daughter. You know, so I consider them both my daughters. When I was in Alabama with a stepdaughter, man, I was sitting on the couch watching TV. Every time she cooked a meal, she'd bring me the first plate. You know?
The web surfer's right. You know, as adults, we don't need to be pointing fingers, and I'm guilty of that over the years with my ex. But you know, we're done with that drama now. You know, the kids are grown; they're on their own, and we don't. You know, when it comes to the divorce, she has her side of the story. I got mine, and somewhere in the middle is the truth. So,
well, let me tell you, Joe. Her mother, honeycoat drop. Her mother used to come in and say, "You need to give her every penny of the money you make. All you need to do is keep your coffee and cigarette money, and you give her all your money." You know what I did, Joe? I played Achy Breaky Heart. I jumped up on the kitchen table and I did a striptease right in front of her mother, you know, humping at her mother and stuff.
that's crazy.
And played. I'm going long, man. And I was dancing on the kitchen table to Achy Breaky Heart, you know, like, and she was laughing too. The mother was laughing. And I said, I am not going to give her every penny I make because she will blow it, you know.
Well, my ex-wife, I got her her citizenship. I got her mother's citizenship. I paid for her college. I bought her a house, and adopted 2 kids. And then she divorced me. And they used to still cuss me out in Spanish. And
Oh yeah.
but she in the divorce, she got the house and all the contents, everything.
Well, mine didn't get anything because I didn't sign a contract. She got the door, not hitting her in the ass as she went out, you know. And to this day, when she got her new boyfriend, I met him at the club where I was singing at. And they came in there. I bought him a shot and I bought me a shot. And I toasted to him. I said, "Thank you. I hope you guys live happily ever after because you're getting the shitty end of the stick." And I had a shot with him and her face just turned like beet red. Man. She was just like a wet hen and she was pissed. Because I toasted right in front of her. I said, "This is for you guys living happily ever after because you're getting the shitty end of the stick."
I want to move things on to something more positive. Joe's happy.
Oh, I'm still friends.
With
I'm
Jassy.
still friends with him.
She's from the Philippines, and you know, the love of my life, and we're happy now together. We plan to go to Jacksonville, Florida next month or November, I think. We want to go to the Blue Angels Air Show. And then we want to go to Washington, D.C. We want to see Journey. Journey's going to play there in Washington, D.C. And also back to Jacksonville again to see John Cougar Mellencamp.
Well, he's right from where I'm from. He's like 100 miles south of where I was at. That's where we played in the same club one night. Back in the day, played in the same club. It was on Ridge Road in Calumet Township.
Yeah, he's a good star. So,
he's an
guys,
Indiana guy.
I think it's time. It's not really late here in Georgia, but I have to eat, and I want to thank our host Honey Cole, for allowing me to come up, and Philip, good seeing you, and Bella Babe, good seeing you, and y'all take care, okay? I'm gonna drop down now.
Okay. I'm kind of haggard because I was out all night. So.
All right. Good night.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Philip, how's Saigon?
It's great, Bella. It's great.
I bet.
I'm not chasing women. I'm not mongering. I'm just chatting up the college
Hey,
girls, and I'm chatting up the girls that work in the buffet, and I'm
who's
just
that?
walking around, taking in the culture, learning how to speak a little bit of Vietnamese.
Why don't you go and visit? Oh, I'm about. Hey, speaking of Vietnamese, have you heard the name Nam Tok or Goy or Love Nam Tok salad?
No, I know how to say Hanyap Lai. That means see you later. Hanyap Lai.
Look at
See you
this.
later.
What's that?
That's Vietnamese seasoning.
Right, I'm about to make this tonight
Yep.
for supper.
But I know how to say like short. You know how they say Zing Chow for hello, right?
No,
Zing Chow.
or this one
You
like
don't
this.
say.
Laban and tok. Ano lasa
Oh
niya?
yeah, that you gotta watch the buffet I eat. They have Asian and American food there. It's
Girl,
great.
yes, I'm about to make this for supper. I love this.
But for instead of saying Zing Chow, which is hello, you just say short. You just say Chawa,
Oh,
Chawa, and then you say after that you say Chawa Dep, because Dep means beautiful. Hello, beautiful.
oh,
Chawa
Really,
Dep.
the two ladies in your behind of you. The two ladies.
Two ladies behind me.
Yeah, you
here.
posted in your face,
Are,
in your
are,
Facebook,
are,
huh?
yeah, that's the college girls at the coffee shop I was chatting with. We were doing selfies.
Look at this shit. Hold on. Look at this.
We were just doing selfies, Honeyco. Nothing more, just selfies and talking. The one told me if I need a letter
Can
of
you see? Can
introduction.
you guys see that? Ooh, big tractor. Oh my god, I'm gonna go outside.
Yeah, bring your laptop outside.
But yeah, that's it, Honeyco. I have not been chasing women. I've been just chatting up the girls at the coffee, just like I do in the United States. Same thing I do there. Hang around the coffee shop, talk with the college girls. Then there's a couple of waitresses in the buffet I've been joking with. I said, "Oh, you my girlfriend because you asked for my room number, right? Because they asked the room number to make sure you get your free breakfast, right?" I said, "Oh, you asked my room number. You want to be my girlfriend, right?" And they start laughing. And then the one says, "No, I'm not your girlfriend." And another one come up. She says, "I'll be your girlfriend." her name's
No,
her
you
name's
want
Rachel.
your Philip. Oh my goodness.
Her name is Rachel. Rachel. I never dated a Rachel. I did a
Only one,
bunch of different women. Never a Rachel.
only want your money.
No, 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 no. I asked her. She says, "Oh, you're a handsome man." I says, "You're
300.
diet, diet,
Yeah,
diet,
stay
diet
for,
is the same as it's the same
yeah,
as buong buong in Filipino. Diet, diet." And she says, "Oh, you're a handsome man." I said, "No, you're diet, diet. You're crazy." I said, "I'm not handsome man. I'm old man, old man." She says, "No, you handsome man."
Let's go outside.
okay. Let's go.
Frosty, that was back when I was like 23, man. Okay. I, when I got to like my mid 30s, late 30s, I stopped doing that stuff. Okay. I got it all out of my system young when I was young.
What's that? What night is that one?
300 ladies in 1 year, which is the truth. I'm a scumbag. I admit it.
So you are Simp, Philip Johnny.
I used to be a sex addict when I was younger, man. I had guys asking me to have sex with their wives in front of them and stuff. I was really belong when I was younger. I was a sex addict, but then I stopped. Addiction, you can stop it.
You buang-buang. You're sleeping with LOL. Buang. Buang-buang.
No, I'm not
You're
slipping. I'm not
combining the
slipping at all.
ano.
Oh, saan ka na? Oras na dyan
I'm
na ba?
I'm just reformed. That's all. Just reformed. No more mongering for me, man. I'm here to take in the culture and have fun.
Hey,
Well,
sir,
look at the
what?
buffet, Frosty. Look at the buffet. I posted a video on it. The guy told me thank you. The guy Thomas Wynn that works there.
Welcome.
I posted it on Facebook and on YouTube both. You know, the buffet. And before I leave, I'll do the whole hotel with a video because the live stream doesn't do it justice. So I'll do it with video. You know, show you the whole hotel. It's a beautiful hotel. Damn it. My favorite food here is called banzel. It's like a real crispy crepe that has shrimp and pork in it. It's a crepe. I guess they got that from the French, if I'm not mistaken.
I like spicy food.
Oh yeah, I always have black vinegar with red chilies, and I dip the stuff in that. But rice for me is death. Every time I eat rice, here, my sugar goes up to like 300. I can't eat the rice. I can't have it.
Yeah, spicy food
No,
is that too.
no web surfer. I'm not here to taste the culture, though. I know what he meant by that. I know what he meant by that. Taste the culture. No. Everybody here loves me. I don't know why, but at this hotel they love me. But everybody on YouTube hates me. So what can I say?
Bella, ano oras na dyan? Bella, Bella.
Look at her walking around.
Yeah, the dog.
It's not cold in North Dakota yet?
Mhm.
Where's the jacket? And I don't mean blue jacket, I just mean her real jacket. Okay, Honeyco, I know you want to go to sleep. It's 6:14 here. I got 45 minutes for breakfast, and I've been up all night, so I'm gonna have breakfast and then take a Lolo nap. Then I come out and use the pool. I'm gonna come out and use the pool up here in the jacuzzi today. Do some more water treatment after last night, right?
Okay, all right. Thank you for coming.
Gotta relax. Thank you for letting me back up after I was so weird yesterday. Okay.
Yeah, next time I kick you
Aalis ka
back.
na?
Next time you kick my butt, huh?
Bakit sinusundan ka ng mga aso? Why the dog following you?
They're guarding me.
Okay.
My
Okay,
dogs are guarding.
I don't want to be like bushcraft guy from India. I'll just say one time. Magandang gabi, ingat lahat. Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Salamat. Be safe out there.
Bakit yung
Alis
mga
ka na.
aso?
Thunder! Thunder! Come here. Ginaguard. They're guarding me. Ano ka ba?
It's your
Come here,
dog.
my sweetie pie. They're guarding me. Come here. They're guarding me. Pag lumalabas ako, they're guarding me all the time. He's guarding me. Like thunder? Right, thunder? Right, right, right. Lalaki ng aso, German Shepherd.
Ay, kakatako.
Lagi silang nag... Ano ko ba? Aso ko yan. Aso namin na asawa ko. Bakla
Bakit dyan
ikakasal
na ba,
na pala ako.
dyan na ba nakatira sa'yo?
Oo, dyan na ako. Dito na ako nakatira sa Sa country. Mas peaceful. Kaya din ako nag-YouTube. Ayoko na. Mas maganda yung private life. Mas peaceful.
Okay man, boyfriend ka, wag mo lang iano sa ano ba, social media.
Oo, hindi. Wala siyang Facebook, walang Facebook, walang YouTube, o diba?
Mas maganda yung ganyan, no? Kaya nga kung magkaka-boyfriend ako, ayaw ko rin nag-YouTube, no? Daming babae na yung nag-YouTube.
Oo, tama, girl, tama. Kaya ngayon, saka mo lang makikita pag kinasal na kami. Pag kinasal na kami, saka mo makikita yung asawa ko.
Okay.
Sana all.
Sana all
Sana all. Sana all mag-aasawa. Ba yan?
Ay, nako.
Masaya
Ano
ba?
yan? Bahay
Mas masaya.
niya? Bahay,
Oo, bahay.
bahay niya? Niya?
Mas mabait kaysa kay putang inang Diyos ko, grabe. Pinagdaanan ko doon.
Yan mo na yun.
Pero ngayon,
Project.
masaya ako.
Oo, mabait man siya, di ba? Kasi lagi,
Hatid sundo sa trabaho, lahat ng niluluto ko, kinakain niya, lahat tinutulungan niya ako. Basta bakla, mas mabait. Siya, director siya sa city. Siya yung parang assistant ng mayor sa amin, dito sa lugar namin. Parang mayor, first lady mayora.
pati ikaw
Papakita ko sa
kinakain.
iyo ang Diba?
Okay.
Bakla, be happy for me. Nakahanap ako ng mabait. Sobrang bait, bakla. Swerte ko.
Kaya, happy for you.
Thank you. Matutulog ka na?
Hindi pa naman, day off ko naman bukas eh.
Oh, day off. Day off ko ng 3 araw. Day off ko
Day
ng...
off ko bukas, up tomorrow and Monday.
Off ko ng nag-off ako ng Friday, Saturday, Sunday ang day off ko.
Kaya pala si Mama Kate sabi niya, bagong bahay, sabi niya.
Bagong bahay. Halata naman. Country.
Bagong bahay, sabi niya, loko-loko talaga yun.
Country. Yes, Manuel 8, you're right. It's better than freaking whoever is the dramatic one.
Ang galing ng mga lalaki, no?
Mabait sobra. Sabi ko naggigitara ako, kasama ko yung kaibigan ko sa YouTube. Sabi niya, sino? Sabi ko, kilala mo sabi ko, alam mo na kung sino yun? Nakita mo na yung dati sa YouTube ko dati. Sabi ko sa kanya. Okay lang, diba? Dito lang ako sa bahay, bakla naglalaba, housewife.
Wow, sana all. Housewife. Tagaluto.
Masaya, bakla. Hindi, yung bakla, sika, nasumpot sika nga manalon, di ba? Dito in North Dakota. Puro farming sila, pero nga siya, parang assistant siya ng mayor dito sa amin.
Okay na yan, kaysa naman ng bubugbog. Oh my God.
Kaya nga, Diyos ko, Lord. Ano ka ba? Masaya na. Masaya na ang buhay ni Bella. Nagalit kasi nagalit si Kalbo kasi nga hiyang ko nga inmit iso na.
Oh.
Madik kaya.
Ay, naku.
Ilang kayat na ko nya lang tikayat na kwa dajilaan tikayat na. Amok sunga ako nagputhaan. Iso nga nagayad nga insigida before nga nag-birthday. Diba? So na idi. Nakapandi lugar da, idi sagbay ti birthday na. Iyo kuma birthday na idi, at kita kami kumangumadik kaya.
Ay, nako. Alam mo na, ganun lang naman mga yan eh, pag ganyan.
So,
Kaya nga, naniniwala ka mga YouTuber, huwag kang magpatol ng mga YouTuber din kasi ibang habol niyan.
oo. So nga, hanggang kinita. Hanggang kinita, ano siya? Swerte? Ay, apo.
Ramanan ka lang niya, tapos bye-bye.
Ano ako, tanga, ay apo. Kung agarot kanya na, busy na. Idi sagbay nga nag-tour iso na dito yung Amerika. Kuna kitaan ka nga una, tapos sagbay na nga agawid, kitaan ka. Kinsagbay na nga mapan ag-tour, kitaan ka, kuna na. Kurak to, busy na, badik kaya. Busy na, sobra ti busy, kuna kanya na. Ang gugilit kita, baklo.
Ay, naku.
Apay asi-asi. Asi-asi kuma. Tal naman. Gapula ang makikita da nga nakawa-wild na dito YouTube. Tiyan mo da, wild na kon. Ano? Sungahan ko nga, manipod idi nakadanan di lugar dan, hangkong ang kinapatpatangan.
Hindi mo na siya minisis.
Haan. Manipod idi nakadanan, idi nalpas dito isunan. Hangkong
Ang
minas.
tagal na, mabot ata nga 1 month siya dyan na.
Isang buwan. Isang buwan din. Matik kaya, baklo, niya lang, ramanan na lang, tapos awanan. Matik kaya. Ay, kita mo sa baliti, aji account, aji may isang account na, aji jowa niya idi, aji ex na idi ti agagagam, apay ko mga paniwala akikas jay na ba?
Oo, may communication pa sila ng ex niya. Kasi pumapunta dun eh. Binagluluto siya, bakla, dinadalhan siya ng pagkain.
Kaya nga, tapos umay nakiyuton, tapos awanan, tal naman, okay na.
Ramanan ka lang.
Asi-asi ko ma.
Ramanan na ka lang.
Alam ko yung mga ugali ng mga ano eh. Ayoko nga. Wag ako. Wag ako. Ano sila? Sinoswerte. Tikman lang ako, tapos bye-bye. Ay. Akala nila, ha? Sarap lutan. Pulutan, guys. Steak. Sarap. Ang sarap, guys. Apa nga binaba amin suda amin?
Bumaba na sila eh. Hindi naman ako makasabay sa pinagchichismisan nilang dalawa. Anong alam ko sa military? Yung ex ko dati, military.
I'm sure.
Pero wala akong alam sa military, uy.
I'm sure. Ay, ang sarap. Beef salad.
Sa gawin kong 3 hours tong live stream ko, tapos wag mo munang papatayin na ipatay ko lang sa YouTube.
When? Dismiss tayo dito.
5 minutes na lang.
Tapos ito na sumangkot, aji lakay ko, ipakilala kanya. Tak naman
Sige.
Nasumpot si ka, Jesus Apo, grabe.
Uy, okay na yan. Mahirap maghanap ng...
Bunsi ka, narigat. Bumakot tayon. Bumakot tayon, Apo. Dapat kitwa, at dati may isang tao nga makakuha kanya tayo. Ibagbagaking ka ni Manol 8, Apo. Kuam data.
Naman ko pa nakikita. Uy, ang ko pa nakikita ata.
Namang kidi, ngam dati ka na yun. Kuam data, nasumpot data nga tao. Feel ko. Vibes, nababibes ko si Manol 8.
O, mabait siya kasi lagi siya nagsusupport sa channel ko. Simulat sa pool.
Oo. Simula nung siguro few months before ako pumunta sa channel mo, supporter mo na siya. O ilang taon na ba na? Mag almost 3 years na. Ano? Nababalik magandang may puso 'yan, may heart.
Galing siya kay Leopard dyan, akala mo ba?
Nafi-feel ko may puso 'yan si Manalay.
Nag-send sa nga ng video, tapos kamay niya lang nakikita ko. Sabi niya, ito yung McDo sa amin. No? Pero, siya, white. Puti siya.
No, maganda. Nafi-feel ko yan, si Manol 8, may magandang puso yan, bakla. Sabi nga nila if you wanna be happy in life, marry a Filipina.
Di yan naghahanap, uy.
Ano ka? Naghahanap yan. Eto na nga eh. Ito.
Hindi, di naghahanap yan.
Tagal nang nagbayag ako. Ay, malapit siya dito. Sandali lang. Idaba mo, ibina lang. Pure ka.
Okay, guys. Bye-bye in the chat. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye. Bye, Philip. Thank you, Philip. John Baker. Thank you, Manat 8. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you.